A 360-degree walkthrough of the San Diego Comic-Con 2018 exhibit hall. I'm Chris, this is Yellow Productions. I do travel guides that are fun, informative, and entertaining, and this is a 360-degree video. You can spin it around, you can move it around. If you are on your phone or mobile device, move that device around, then you'll be able to see 360 degrees. If you are on your desktop, click and drag to move around the video. So if you're looking at the floor, the feet, or the sky, just move the video. You can literally see in every direction. Today is Thursday. It is opening day of San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm going to walk you around kind of the middle part of this exhibit hall. If you really want to see more of this exhibit hall in 2D, I have a 2.5-hour live stream that I walked through in the morning. You can click that link below to check out that video, but this one is the full experience, so I'm kind of walking slow so that you can look around and you can see everything. To my right is the giant robot booth. They have lots of neat Japanese goods, including one of my favorite Japanese characters, Totoro. And you know what's really popular at Comic-Con, being a comic book convention, obviously some of the big comic book company booths. Just here on my left is the DC booth, so I'm going to go ahead and make a left to turn into the DC booth and check out what's going on inside of there. There's obviously DC and Marvel, some of the most popular con booths there is. Just up ahead is the Tick, a character that seems to never die, and the Tick always has a booth at Comic-Con. All right, I'm going into the DC booth now. Do you mind if I just squeeze by? Thank you very much. So this is inside the DC booth. You can look to my left and you can see some various statues that might be on sale. You can look to my right and you can see the stage that they have for the DC booth. There's going to be, what's coming up next? Marco, I don't know, I can't really tell, but looks like there's going to be something at this booth. People also sit here and watch some movie previews, video previews. They've got in this little case, they've got some the costumes from Shazam, and then if we walk this way, they've also got the costumes from Aquaman. Mad Magazine here in the DC booth up on my left. Always enjoy Mad Magazine, lots of great comedy. On my right is the Lego DC Supervillains video game. You can try that out. And then on my left is a green screen where you can take pictures as Aquaman. On my left here, as promised, is the Aquaman costumes from the movie for Aquaman and Amber. Okay, coming out of this booth, there's someone cosplaying Ghostbusters on the left, and we'll go back to that main aisle. Here's some people on my right doing an interview for Time. I don't know. I can't really tell what they're doing an interview for. Their camera is bigger than my camera, though. China, very good. Some Chinese television station. All right, so not far from the DC booth is the Marvel booth, and we're coming up on the Marvel booth on my right. I'm holding this camera a little above my head level so that you can kind of get above the crowds and see a little bit more. It is crowded. Comic-Con is not a place to come if you do not like crowds. And the Marvel booth always collects a lot of people in it here. They've got some folks signing up on stage, something going on for Spider-Man. They've got the Marvel Spider-Man video game. Maybe that's some people from the Spider-Man movie. I love the guy's got a great Spider-Man blazer. It's a little hard to tell from this distance. And it looks like there's going to be something coming up because lots of people are already setting up for whatever that might be. Thank you.
I was wearing a Thanos shirt absolutely, and they're like, you need that one. Thanos is a punk.
I am a...
Oh, let me see the quick.
I am
Marvel is doing a lot of promotion this year for their new Cloak and Dagger show. Well, I don't know if it's really that new, but for their Cloak and Dagger show, they had an off-site activity as well. If you want to see what's outside Comic-Con, link in the description below to my what to do outside Comic-Con. There's a lot of things, not just inside the exhibit hall, but outside. It's more of the Marvel booth. They're demoing some video games on my right. You can take a picture here with Trump's Titans. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. It's Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump as a superhero. That's super cool. And there's the White House. I love it. Classic. Let's see. Where should we go now? Let's go this way and continue walking the same direction down this exhibit hall floor. I found like the one spot that's not too busy. I mean, it is rare on the Comic-Con floor to find spots that are not busy, but this is the one of them. I think maybe because on my left, this is a nothing booth on this backside, so nobody is here. I seem in all of my walkthroughs to come by this booth quite a bit, which is the Hollywood Collectibles group. There's the big alien statue. There's a pretty neat Slimer back here. And then all these people, they are taking pictures with Iron Man Mark 43. If you're curious how much that Iron Man Mark 43 is, it is $20,000. If you got a spare $20,000 in your pocket, that Iron Man Mark 43 could be yours. And I also love this 1-to-1 scale Slimer wall hanger. I could use that in my house, I think. I wonder what OC girl would think of that. I bet she would love it. Loving it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this main aisle so we can see the Lego booth. The Lego booth is always fun. And of course I could make the joke about Lego of my ego. Ha ha ha. Pretty funny. The Lego booth is on my right, and the Joker just coming up. Two cool cosplayers right here. The Joker and Poison Ivy now walking on my left. But on the right at the Lego booth is Thanos. He's got the glove of Thanos right there, which is pretty neat. I like that glove. It's even illuminated. I really do wonder how long it takes to make these Lego statues. I bet a long time. They've got this other Lego creature for the Lego movie. Some more cosplayers on the left. I'm just passing the Pokemon booth. And we saw Aquaman earlier. There is an Aquaman statue here. On the right. On my right. Which I don't know what direction that is for you because I don't know which direction you are looking. Ooh, this is the Mattel booth right here. And the Mattel booth, they've got more stuff for Aquaman. They've got things for Hot Wheels. You know, you can never have enough Hot Wheels, I think. People signing in the Mattel booth, and I think they're playing some Hot Wheels or something. What are they doing over here? Oh, they've got some like Hot Wheels game that they play, that they've got it up on the screen. And I guess you control these Hot Wheels with your cell phone. That's pretty neat. My Hot Wheels when I was a kid didn't do much of anything. They just kind of sat there unless I pushed them around. But now kids get to use their mobile phone to control a Hot Wheel. Interesting. Let's go check out the Star Wars booth. Star Wars. I spent quite a bit of time in the Star Wars booth in my full-length walkthrough. But what I love about the Star Wars booth is just the variety of things in here. I didn't take a look at these, but just in front of me are some Star Wars motorcycle helmets, which is pretty neat. And everything in here is Star Wars themed from a whole bunch of different vendors, but they're all collected together. So if you are a Star Wars nerd or a Star Wars geek, you'll love this place. And of course, cosplayers in Star Wars costume tend to collect around this booth, though some of them might actually be working the booth, because that just adds to the whole theme and the air of everything.
That's fucking great, man.
That was not me with the Scottish accent. That was the guy I just walked by, and that was impressive. Also, on my right, there's Wilson, and they are selling Star Wars-themed footballs. I mean, the branding never ends. It never ends. Well, that's going to conclude this 360-degree video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of my Comic-Con videos, find the link in the description below to my Comic-Con 2018 playlist, and I'll have lots more Comic-Con content coming up this weekend, so I will see you in the next video.